Establish your own tricot project. Learn how to use the online platform ClimMob to design and establish a tricot project.
Hello and welcome to my office. I am Brandon Madriz and I am a programmer with Bioversity International in Costa Rica. Thank you for joining me today for this video. In the next few minutes, we will demonstrate how to use the ClimMob website to design and create your tricot project. You can pause this video anytime so you can practice the creation of your project step by step.
To begin the process of establishing a tricot project, first of all visit the ClimMob website. Here, open the ClimMob Manager. ClimMob Manager is the online tool you'll use to manage your tricot projects. At your first visit, sign up as a user. Use your email address as username and define a password. You'll receive an email with instructions to finalize your registration. Once you've signed up, you can access your account via the button that reads Log In. You can switch between English and Spanish using the flag symbols. This video will show you how to create a tricot project in 11 steps. To start, press the button that reads Create Project. 1. Registration of the project. First, the project manager needs to register with their personal information. This way, the ClimMob team can contact you if a problem occurs. Add a second email address and mark the location of your project on the world map. Define the project ID, which will be the unique name of your experiment. This will help distinguishing the projects when you have more than one. For example, Tricot Bean 2015. 2. The principal design of the project. To avoid the risk of mixing up participating farmers, some personal information will be asked from them. For example, the village they live in and a telephone number. This way, communication with the participants is also easier. Define the number of participants, and if you're not sure, rather set it too high than too low. Every farmer will be given a combination of 3 elements, that is, 3 different varieties of the crop that's being evaluated. With ClimMob, our focus lies on varieties of annual crops, but other agricultural technologies can also be evaluated with this platform. Insert here a complete list of the varieties included in the project. Put 1 variety per line and do not leave any lines empty. Three. Design of the variety evaluation.
In a tricot project, the farmers evaluate their 3 varieties for several characteristics. There can be many different crop characteristics. For example, growth type, resistance to diseases, and of course, yield. For every characteristic, the farmers will need to decide which variety is the best and which one is the worst. For example, when we're evaluating growth, we need to ask which variety grows best and which variety grows worst.
ClimMob suggests a number of evaluation characteristics, and you can pick the ones you want to investigate in the project. The total number of characteristics should be less than 10 to keep the experiment simple for the participants. In Tricot, the new and improved varieties can also be compared to the local varieties that the participating farmers commonly use. Tick No here when there are no local varieties, for example when the crop is being introduced through the project.
With the assistance of researchers, farmers, and facilitators, we recommend defining between 7 and 10 characteristics. You can decide which ones are most important. There can be early developing characteristics, like the vigor of seedlings, or late developing characteristics, like resistance to pests, or post-harvest characteristics, like the yield and the market value of produce. It's important to use terms that everybody understands. ClimMob, we suggest some evaluation characteristics, but you can also add some of your own.
Here you can add your own evaluation characteristics. Insert any additional characteristics which the farmers will evaluate in their trials. For example, let's say we're interested in the number of seeds per pod. 4. The explanatory variables.
In the next step, you can select various explanatory variables. These variables about the farm make our results more specific. If we don't select any variables, the results will be an average for all farmers. If instead we ask the farmer about the altitude of their farm and whether the trial was irrigated, ClimMob may generate more detailed results. It can show which variety is best in high regions or in lower regions. Or it can show which variety is best for farms with irrigation and which one is best for farms without irrigation. This way, the farmers get more benefit from participating in the tricot project. But collecting this information is additional work, so we don't recommend including too many explanatory variables. When you create your project, you can decide which factors will have the strongest impact on the development of the varieties.
The participants will be asked to provide information about the first 5 variables. In addition, many more options are offered to you. Select the variables that may have an impact on the fit of the varieties to the field conditions. It's best to add no more than 6 explanatory variables at a time. If you would like to add your own explanatory variables, insert them here. Put only 1 variable per line. At the end, press Finish. Your project was successfully created. 5. The support documents. A window will pop up for the download of a folder containing the support documents for your project. Save this folder to your computer. Go to your download folder. You cannot open this file yet. Right-click on the folder and Extract all files. The new folder contains 2 documents. First, open the file that says Package. It's a table containing all the combinations of varieties which you'll use to assemble the trial packages. The table is a comma-separated value file. This table will be used for preparing the individual trial packages. For example, the trial with code number 1 must contain the variety Palmical as A, the variety Amadeus as B, and the variety Don Quique as C. Now open the other document that you downloaded. Every row of the table represents 1 trial, and every column holds different information. The first column includes the trial codes. In the next columns you can fill in the personal data of the participants, like their name, their village, telephone number, and more. From this column onwards, you can fill in the farmer's observations about the trials. Let's start with plant vigor. For example, one participant told you that A was best and B was worst. The next one may have reported that C was best and A was worst. Fill in the table according to the farmer's information. And remember that every farmer received a different set of varieties.
Thank you very much for your attention to this video tutorial about the use of ClimMob to create a tricot project. I hope it will help you and will continue to support your work. We wish you success for your project. In the next video, we will demonstrate how to collect the farmer's observations in a simple and quick way.